It's Thumper the Rabid Rabbit. We're back here on No Bun Land. It's Farming Simulator 22, the No Man's Land map. And today's episode 5 is going to start with a bad decision. I want to buy land. I have to wait for these other crops to grow, and I have 85,000, which is plenty to operate and do all the harvesting later, but I have a bad idea. So I'm buying land. Now, it only leaves me with $444, and you say, Thumper, that's a terrible idea. You're already broke again. You're going to do something stupid and be out of the game. Oh, but I have a chainsaw. And a tractor. So, the way I figure it is, now that I own that other land, all I need to do is make enough money to rent the mower and baler, because there's a lot of wild grass up there. I was getting 50,000 plus out of silage from my first plot of land. I'm betting there's another 50 grand worth on my new land. I just have to survive long enough to actually collect on that, which would be 3 months, which would be actually getting close to when it's time to harvest. So my hope here, or the plan here, is to go chop some trees down, and I'm going to take my little flatbed trailer over there so I can more easily haul back the smaller lumber or trees that actually will are small enough for me to pick up, and get enough money that I can rent a mower and a baler. And then in a few months, I can sell all that as silage and hopefully have enough money to rent all the equipment I need to do the harvesting of the fields here. Great plan, right? Actually, there's a lot of trees here. This is going to take a while, so I'm going to definitely time-lapse through my deforestation efforts here. But I'm thinking I could get myself another, 30 grand, maybe even better out of all these trees. Plus, it kind of opens things up to expand that farm later. So, yeah. Let's get to the timber work here. Well, that was more than just a time lapse. That was a lot of editing out. That, if you look at the clock, it is now 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and that forestry work started at 11. That was 3 hours of timber work. Although I will admit I took a little vanity time there to go remove stumps and clean some things up. So that's all right, though. It does really open up that plot of land, but look at the haul we got from it. Over $40,000. So that's actually, God damn it. That's quite a bit better than I was expecting to get out of that little grove of trees there. So that's, yeah, I'm going to spend money now. So I got the mowers, and now it's time to go mow all of that open grass area we have now. I got rid of all the trees, so it should be relatively easy to cut all of it. and we're going to see what we can get out of it. I still think there's, at least 2 bale trailer loads up there, and bale trailers are worth 20 to 25 a piece depending on what time of year we're selling them. So I'm feeling positive about this. Plus, I'm noticing I have a couple pallets of lettuce over there, so that's a few $100 more in reserve in case I really mess this up somehow. But I think we've got plenty of money now to mow this, to bale it, to pick it all up. I think we even have enough left over for the harvest even before we sell these. So we'll have to see what comes in the fall here. But yeah, let me speed through the mowing and baling process here, because you all know what that looks like. But it'll be interesting to... Oh, damn it. I always forget to turn on the stupid swath mode so that it goes into the damn... That ain't right. Really? You gotta turn it off to change the mode? I think I had to do that before. Alright, well. Anyway, get all this lined out, and I'll come back here in just a moment. After I got all the mowing and baling work done here, we'll see what it looks like for bales. That worked out very nicely. I lost count, but there's definitely more than 60 bales there, which tells me we've got a good 50,000-60,000 plus in silage waiting for us out there in just 3 short months. So that's a really good deal. We still got 30 grand in the bank. We got another at least 60 coming, and that's gonna come to us by ooh, look at that. Yeah, see, check this out. Deforest that area, we can extend that field all the way out, probably over that forested area later after we're done with the harvest, because it's not really doing us any good. But the rest of that area has all wild grass on it. That's worth a cool, 50,000+. So we got lots of silage grass available to us, which is great. 30 grand, 60 on the way. It's only April. We just got to make it through to July. We can sell that silage. And then in August, we do our harvest of our wheat, our canola, and our sorghum that we're going to stockpile for starting the pig farm. This worked out nicely. This worked out very nicely. I am happy with this result. So you may have noticed we're in June now. I did a bunch of painting and a little cleanup work in May. Got rid of all those little pock marks all over the place and just replaced them with generic texture as cheap as I could. But you'll see that we're way down on the money now, and that is because I bought silos. I bought this map. Comes with those old, rusty, funky-ass silos there. It's actually a pair of them. They're just universal silos that can hold anything. But since I'm going to be storing 3 crops, I thought if I want to stay realistic, I'm going to need at least 3 silos. So I also bought one of the silo extensions and put that on there as well. So you will see we've got 3 old silos popped up there. That's what's going to hold our wheat, our canola, and our sorghum. So that's what we'll we actually won't do that harvest until August. But I did notice that the wild grass here on our original plot of land was ready to mow and bale, as well as our cover crop on the north side of the field. So we're making a stop here in June to do a bunch of mowing and baling, and so we'll actually have what is the white bales out here will be ready to go in July for sale. We also will have whatever color I use for this this batch. That'll be ready to go 3 months from now. So I might try to get these synchronized up at some point, but for right now, I just want to get as much money as possible. So as soon as it's at full growth, I want to cut it and bale it. And I don't know how much more money we will need past the first silage sale from our new plot of land. So it may be that some of this will be able to save up these bales until peak sale time, which should be in January again. So we may end up with 2 or 3 different cuts of grass as silage here that we're going to be storing up. I'm also trying not to touch the lettuce. I might sell some of them here if I get too low, but I'm trying to save the lettuce until January also, when it's peak sale price. So we're just going to have this massive selling point and income point in January, I hope. But that's well after our harvest. We'll see how much we blow on our way there. And it turns out the answer is a lot. We blew a lot of money getting here. But that's okay. It's late in the afternoon in July now, and it was late in the afternoon when we originally baled up all of our white bales from our new land, so that means it's all silage now. So we have a ton of silage to sell. While preparing the field, I did grab the bale trailer to gather them all up over here. So we've got our original harvest from the new property. We've got that secondary harvest, all in the blue. I guess those are blue. I forget what color that was. I guess they're blue, teal, something. So yeah, I can sell all of this, and I already hauled the lettuce we have over just to make sure I had enough money to get this trailer, because there's no way I'm hauling all these bales over by hand. And we'll see what this actually comes out to. Here we are, dropping off the last load, and we are up to 58,000. So, about what I was hoping for. Before we started turning in the bales, we only had a little over 1,000, so we got a little over 55,000 from all of those bales from our new property, and this isn't peak season pricing either, so that's pretty darn good. I will take that as a win, because that is plenty of money for our harvest tomorrow. I don't know how much this harvest is going to cost. I really hope it is not $58,000, but we'll see. But not quite yet, because since it's been 3 months and we were able to turn in all those bales, it also means that it's been 3 months for that grass to grow during the growing season. So I went ahead and cut the grass on our new plot of land again, and I'm out baling it as pink this time, and we'll get back to that later. I'm just trying to save some time on this video here, because there is more work to do in July, in addition to cutting and baling that field again, so we can get that 3-month silage timer started again there, which is great. The field where our crops are actually has weeds. And we're too far past the stage, I think, now where we can safely use the weeder on it. So instead, I'm going to go spray with the herbicide. So I rented a sprayer, and you can already see I've been eating through that money quite quickly, because I had to get the mower and the baler to go do that field. And now I've got the fertilizer, or sorry, the herbicide. Herbicide's expensive. You have to use the liquid herbicide in the sprayer. The sprayer's not that cheap to rent either. Trying to be realistic and load everything by hand. I don't think this works, though. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think this is an option. I don't think there's any manual loading for the liquids here. I think they just pump out of the container. So, yeah. Now let's just take the sprayer down to the field. I know I can't load this entire herbicide container into this thing, so I'm going to just keep it with me. And I'm going to take the herbicide down with me. And we'll just bring it along for the ride so that we can refill down by the field if we need to. I really hope it doesn't take that much. I'm assuming now that we will own a significant amount of herbicide for future use here, just like we have a significant amount of fertilizer that we own from my last very expensive mistake. Thankfully, this was not a $12,000 mistake. The herbicide's like $2,400 for this container, which is expensive, but at least it didn't come out of the dispenser. I didn't lose a bunch of money by mistake. But you can see those lovely weeds out there growing, so that's great. Did you hear that? That was the wild animal howl thing, I swear to God. Fantastic. Alright. Well, how come why is my front loader not working? What the hell is going on here? I can tilt, but I cannot raise and lower. Just when you think you got things figured out, shit starts going wrong again. I'm gonna guess it's selection. Yep, there we go. Okay, so while the trailer's selected, I can't do that apparently. Well, kids, it's a lifelong learning game. So we're just gonna set this down, pull up next to it, fill it up, and then let's go do some quick field spraying. Well, I did manage to find myself one more maintenance item after doing the herbicide on the field, and that is the greenhouse was getting low. So I went and grabbed the smallest tanker and just parked it between the water tower and the greenhouse and just filled one and emptied into the other. So now our greenhouse is all topped off and ready to keep producing our lettuce for us, which is fantastic. That's a good, consistent source of income we can rely on when we're in a pinch. It helped me with this last grass harvest, so good to have those around. Maybe I can get away with not touching them until January now, so we can get more peak value out of it. We'll take one more look here just to make sure I'm not a liar that we are in fact done for the day. I think this should be the end of episode 5, and we will start our harvest with episode 6. Look at this. Fertilized and weeded and all ready to go. It's all growing. So yeah, August is going to be a busy day. We've got 3 crops to pick up: our wheat, our sorghum, and our canola to put into our silos and get ourselves ready for our pig farm, which I don't know when we're going to be able to actually afford that. We are going to need a couple $100,000 to do that, so it might take a few more grass harvests. Let's check the weather. It looks good for the harvest tomorrow, so I think we are all set. And we'll be able to finally bump up our bank balance here a little bit with that next grass harvest. But we're going to spend a bunch of money tomorrow doing some harvesting in the beautiful August sunshine. So thank you for joining me on the No Bun Land farm for episode 5, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves.